Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Racha, Kodash, Barakatha Yahweh, and Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is the true name of the Heavenly Father's Son, the Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to my apostles and to my elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and peace and blessings goes to the hopeful elect, my brothers that are out on the highways, pushing his word and his truth in sincerity. I'm the brother Isaiah from GMS LA, and today's lesson will be entitled Girding Up Your Loins, which was an ancient saying of manning up. All right, and girding up your loins was something that, that's throughout the scriptures. And the first scripture I got right here is the book of Job 38. The point's at 3, but I'm going to start from the top. Job 38:1, it says, Then the Lord, Yahweh, answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, right, and this whirlwind is a chariot. All right, the Lord was in the chariot and he spoke out of that chariot. Okay, verse 2, it says, Who is this that darkeneth counsel by words without knowledge? Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee. Answer thou me. Right, now gird up now thy loins like a man. Which again, girding up your loins, basically what the Lord was telling Job was to man up. Because Job was going through sufferings. He was catching a lot of hell. Okay? And the Most High told him to man up and to endure. All right? When you go to the NLT of verse 3, it says, brace yourself like a man, because I have some questions for you, and you must answer them. Right? Brace yourself. All right? Prepare yourself for what the Lord's putting you through. All right? Because what Job suffered was not something to destroy him. It was something to build him up. It was a test. It was a test of his integrity. It was a test of his faith in the Lord. Okay, and while he was going through his sufferings, while he was being tested, the Lord told him to man up. Basically, get ready, brace for impact. All right, gird up your loins like a man. Now, as you see in the picture right here, it says how to gird up your loins. Now, I'm just going to read this part, and I'm going to go to a commentary real quick. So it says, how to gird up your loins. The tunic wouldn't allow you to do heavy labor or fight in battle. Necessary the grinding of one's loins. So in the ancient world, we wore garments back then, okay? And when you had to do some hard labor, or you had to, you're about to go fight in battle or fight in war, you had to, something that they'll tell you is gird up your loins, where you grab your garment and you do as you see as in the screen. All right, you tie it like shorts to have it more secure, so you could be more freely to be able to fight for battle, okay, if need be. So let's go to this commentary, right, in Barnes Notes on the Bible. It says, gird up now thy loins like a man. To gird up the loins is a phrase which has allusion to the mode of dress in ancient times. The loose flowing robe which was commonly worn was fastened with a girdle when man ran or labored or engaged in a conflict. All right, see the notes, Matthew 5:38-41. The idea here is make thyself as strong and vigorous as possible. Be prepared to put forth the highest effort. The Most High was about to put him to a task which would require all his ability, that of explaining the facts which were constantly occurring in the universe. The whole passage is ironical. Job had undertaken to tell what he knew of the divine administration, and the Most High now calls upon him to show his claims to the office of such let's say this word real quick, Slakia. Expositor. So wise a man as he was, who could pronounce on the hidden counsels of the Most High with so much confidence, could assertively explain those things which pertain to the visible creation. The phrase "like a man" means boldly, courageously. Compare the notes, right? So the main point is right here. I'm gonna highlight it because we all have to gird up our loins like a man. All right, not physically, of course, but more spiritually. Gird up the loins of our mind and get ready for what we're about to go through, or what we have to suffer, man. All right, not lose our wits, okay, but be able to endure what's ahead, because what's ahead is going to be some troubling times where we're all going to be tested. Our faith, our integrity, all right. The Lord is about to test that, man. We have to be ready to have our minds girt about with this loin, with this truth. All right. So let me see. The idea here is make that self as strong and vigorous as possible. We got to make ourselves strong. All right. Physically, does that mean go to the gym, work out? And we know that we probably may have to run. So we're going to go do marathons. No, man. But spiritually, all right, get your mind ready spiritually, man. Make yourself strong spiritually with this word. Okay, it is written that the knowledge and wisdom is going to be the stability of our times. Okay, so it says, be prepared to put forth the highest effort. And that's what we got to be prepared. We got to prepare to show forth the highest effort to make it. Okay, for this truth. Okay, for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. No matter what, because we're about to suffer. We're about to suffer, man. We're about to go. The scriptures speak about the persecution. The scriptures speak about the famine. The scriptures speak about death and destruction. And we are going to be in the midst of these things, hoping that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai delivers us. And if we be of his elect, we are going to be delivered. But we have to get our mind ready for what's to come. Get our mind ready for the things that we're going to lose. Get your mind ready for people that you may love or know betray you or leave you because of this truth. All right, because of this word. Get your mind ready for all that. Get your mind ready for what we're about to go through, man. Get your mind ready that you may have to or probably have to leave your house or your place of residence and live or be homeless, because when Esau brings in that charagma where you can't buy or sell, you can't continue to pay rent. All right, so you have to have that in your mind, that to be ready to leave your house at any moment, man, and to live out in the streets or wherever the Lord has you dwelling at, man. We have to get our minds ready for that. Brace ourselves, because it's all a test. All right, so Moses was about to put him to the task which will require all his ability. Right, what the Lord's about to put us through in these days, being persecuted for his word, that requires all of our ability, all requires all of our mind to be focused on enduring to the end, because it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult, but when the Lord shows that he's with you, man, all right, that's what is going to comfort you, because we know when these things happen, it's not like we're going to lose our minds and lose our wits. Like, you're going to have lots of people that don't have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, but if we keep our mind, prepared and ready, notice how I say mind, because it's more important to be ready spiritually in your mind than physically, because you can't really save yourself physically. Okay, there's only so much you could get ready for, but what you got prepare your mind is to focus on what the times are ahead. All right, that's why the scripture says use this world and not abuse it. You don't try to make it in this world. You're just trying to survive, maintain, because everything that you have here is gonna burn away. But let's go back to the word gird up your loins. I want to look up that word gird real quick. The Hebrew word is azar, which means to gird, encompass, equipped, clothed, to gird up, to gird on, to be girded, hold close, collapse. Right, because again, you wear your garment and you're about to go to war. You gird up your loins. You tie your garment around your loins to prepare for war. And we're ready in a spiritual war, but this spiritual war is about to turn physical, where Esau is about to roll on us, man. All right, he's about to create all these false what's that word? About to accuse us for things that we didn't do. You know, even if your face is on the news, or that Esau uses his one of his miracles, his technology, and makes it seem like you did a terrorist attack when you didn't do anything. We gotta have our mind ready for that, man, because there's gonna be war on the Israelites. War on those that know the truth. That's who Esau is gonna get first, man. We have to get our mind ready for that, man. Gird up your loins like a man. Embrace yourself for what we're about to go through, man. But what's gonna help us get through that? The scriptures, because the scriptures speak of persecution. The scriptures speak about suffering, man. All right. So let me see. Gird up your loins like a man. So let me see if there's anything. I didn't look it up, but let me see if there's anything on it. Ooh, it's a good thing I looked it up. Gird, right? Same thing. A person or a part. Encircle a person or part of the body with a belt or band, right? But this one right here, prepare oneself for something difficult or challenging. They are girding themselves for the upcoming court case. So prepare oneself for something difficult, because what we're about to go through, it's going to be a difficult thing. Remember, the scriptures speak about being in that straight and narrow gate. Okay, going through that straight gate. When you go to that word straight, it means difficulty, a path of difficulty. We have to have our mind ready for that, man. Okay, we have to gird up our minds like a man, gird up our loins like a man, spiritually. Okay, that we may be able to endure and face this difficult challenge that is ahead of us, because we're all gonna go through it. All right, so it's a one man path. You know, it's only one man can enter into that narrow gate to the kingdom, man. The scriptures speak about great tribulation. In order to enter into the kingdom, we must go through great tribulation. All right, we have to prepare ourselves for that, spiritually, mentally. All right, by prepare our minds by reading the scriptures, by watching lessons, and praying. First and foremost, praying that the Lord prepares your mind for the days that are ahead, because the days that are ahead is going to be rough, man. We got to prepare to lose our comforts that we have here. Prepare your minds for, like, you may sleep in your bed. You prepare to forget that. Prepare to your mind to not sleep in your bed as much, or not even get as much sleep in that day. Prepare your mind for that. Prepare your mind to be in uncomfortable situations. And this is why it's good to be put yourself in uncomfortable situations, that you may know how to handle it. Okay? And really, it's all Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He's going to put us in uncomfortable situations in our time right now. And we got to learn in those uncomfortable situations to how to be able to handle that, because it's going to get worse, It's going to get worse. That's why you may sleep, like I said, I bring up the bed. You may sleep on a bed, but sometimes ain't nothing wrong with learning how to, go camping and just sleep on the dirt, the ground. Of course, you're going to have a blanket and all that. I remember I went camping, right? I went with my mother, and she wanted a bed and all that. And I'm like, man, we don't need a bed. We're camping. You got to experience it. But, it's my mother. And, it's a woman, women, they love to be comfortable. So I got her like an air mattress, and I got her like a Semper tent, and I slept in my own tent. She came in my tent. She's like, where's your stuff? Where's your pillow? I was like, I don't need one. Because I was, just getting used to what it's like to sleep on the floor. Because, it's going to come down to that, man. Where you may be kicked, you may be, when the charagma kicks in, You may have to, you're gonna leave your house. You're not gonna take your bed with you, man. You may have a tent. You may have a sleeping bag. All right, you may have a blanket. You may have one pillow or no pillow, man. I use my dog as a pillow, or I rolled up my I had a towel when I went camping. I rolled up my towel and I slept on that. Okay, that was that's just an example of putting yourself in uncomfortable situations and knowing how to handle it, because you don't know what we're gonna go through. But it's good to prepare yourself, because we're gonna be put through something difficult, something challenging. So, slack it for the little rant, but let's go back to the scriptures, because 1 Corinthians 16 and 13. Hold up, the scripture came to mind. Let me see if I think it. This one's a good. Psalms 18 and 32. It says, It is the Most High that girdeth me with strength and maketh my way perfect. So the Lord, He's the one that basically at the end of the day preparing our minds for what we're going through, what we're about to suffer. This is why these little tests, these little help we catch in this side, like right now, it's all prepare us for what we're about to go through in that day. All right, and this is what we gotta be able to be ready for spiritually. But let's go to 1 Corinthians 16 and 13. I'm on a time limit real quick. But anyway, 1 Corinthians 16 and 13. It says, Watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Quit you like men, be strong. All right, so watch. First thing is watch. We always have to be watchful. All right, watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Stand fast, all right? And I believe the word is firm, right? To stand firm. When you're firm, you're unmovable. And that's how we got to be in that day. We have to be unmovable, all right, in the spirit. We can't be shaken to and fro, all right, especially for what's to come, because we're about to go through something trialing. We're about to go through the storm. And, when you're on a ship, you're about to go in a storm. You do what? You prepare yourself, okay? You prepare yourself. But anyway, Slocky, give me a second. Wow, that's that guy. Oh, shit, I should have told him. Anyway, to stand firm, to preserve, to persist, to keep on standing, to persist. What's that word mean? Persist. To persevere, to continue firmly or obstinately in an opinion or a course of action in spite of difficulty, opposition, or failure. Okay, so we got to persist, have perseverance in this truth. Continue firmly in our faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, in our beliefs. Okay, despite how difficult it may be. Okay. So to stand firm, to persevere, to persist. Let's go to real quick, Psalms 57. And 7, it says, My heart is fixed, O Most High. My heart is fixed. I will sing and give praise. When you go to the word fixed, it means firm. When you're firm, you're unmovable, unshakable. All right. And like I said, going through the storm, we know now we're about to go through the storm. You're bracing yourself for it. You're bracing for impact. Okay, just like when you when a military helicopter gets shot down, what does the soldier say? Brace for impact. Or they're getting shot up or something about to happen, they say brace for impact. All right. Psalms 57, verse 11. No, verse 7. My heart is fixed. The word heart in the Hebrew word is lab, which goes into your mind. But fixed, it means to be firm. The Hebrew word is kawan, which means to be firm, to be stable, to be established. We got to be firm in this truth, especially in our minds. We got to be stable, to be established, to be fixed, be firmly established. To be established, be fast, and to be prepared, to be ready. All right. And what do we have to prepare? What do we have to have firm? Our minds. We have to be ready for what we're going to lose. We have to be ready for the sufferings that we're about to catch. We got to be ready for the persecution that we're about to suffer. We got to be ready at all times, and more spiritually than physically. Okay? More spiritually than physically. All right? But to be established, be prepared. And I believe when you look up the word firm, I forgot what word it was. I think it was firm. Oh, yeah. The word was steadfast. That's the word. The scripture says, be steadfast in the faith, I believe. To be securely or solidly fixed in place, not weak or uncertain. Why? We can't be weak, especially in these times. All right? Or uncertain. You gotta know, first and foremost, you gotta know what you're a part of. You gotta know what you believe in. Okay? To have a solid or compact structure that resists stress or pressure. And what is that solid, compact structure that helps us resist stress or pressure? The scriptures. Again, the knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our times. Not subject to change. All right? Because we can't be subject to change in these days. When your face is on the news. Okay? We can't give up faith. We can't, like it says, we cannot deny the Lord. But it says to be a firm believer. It says in democracy, but to be a firm believer in this truth. In Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, not easily, this is the point, not easily moved or disturbed. To be steadfast. Not easily moved or disturbed. God damn it, what the hell is this? I don't understand this language. All right, firmly fixed in place, immovable. All right, that's the word. That's what, be firmly fixed in place or immovable, not subject to change. Firm in belief, determination, or adherence. Loyal. Right, we got to be firm in our faith. And what's our determination? We got to be determined to make it all the way to the end. Because we know that if we endure on to the end, we're going to be saved. Thus saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? So, let's go back to 1 Corinthians and we'll end it on that. 1 Corinthians 16 and 13. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Quit you like men, be strong. Now, quit, no. When you look at the word quit, it goes into courage, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, to make one brave. Basically, courage, bravery.
Strong's G407. Andridzamai. Andridzamai.
To make a man or to make a man of or make brave. See, to make a man of. And the Lord, he's going to make us men. All right. And that's something that, like it says, he requires of us. He requires us to be men, to show ourselves as a man. Okay? Not emotional, not, because you got men that just can't handle nothing, man. That complain about every single thing. Okay? That are not firm in the mind. Okay? There's a lot of weak men in here in this world, in America, especially in America. We can't be like that. But it says to make a man of or make brave, to show oneself a man. Be brave. So we got to show ourselves a man, especially in these times to come. We got to show ourselves a man and be brave. Okay? For what's to come. Because what's to come is going to be troubling. All right? We got to be solid as a rock. Okay? But watch ye stand fast in the faith. Quit you like men, be strong. In the NOT, Be on guard. Stand firm in the faith. Be courageous. Be strong. So we got to be strong. Okay? We got to stand firm in the faith. And be courageous. Gird up your loins. Get your mind ready for what we're about to go through. Okay? We got to continue to perform no matter what we go through, no matter what we lose. We got to continue to show ourselves a man. All right? Because a man, one thing that makes a man is a man being a man of his word. All right? A man of his word. You got to be a man of your word. If you're out here doing these lessons, you got to apply it to yourself. Giving counsel, you got to first apply that counsel to yourself. When you pray, the words that you keep, be a man of your word. You say that you're not gonna take the charagma, but what we should really say is, Lord willing, the Lord gives us the spirit not to take it. But anyway, that was it. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakah Chodash. Shalom.